This is another interesting video I want you to listen to. It will help you understand us, our motives, our actions, compared to our French-speaking brothers. You see the difference in thinking.
En 1972, nous étions déjà nés, on n'avait pas de problème. Nous fêtons l'union avec les anglophones. Nous avons accueilli les anglophones. Comment nous avons géré les anglophones? Prenons quelques clichés. 50 ans, on n'a jamais eu un anglophone secrétaire général de la présidence. On n'a jamais eu un anglophone ministre des Finances. On n'a jamais eu un anglophone ministre des Forces armées. Aucun anglophone n'a jamais occupé un poste de souveraineté. Allez dans l'administration. C'est en 2018, quand la guerre éclate, qu'on tente de mettre un anglophone ministre de l'AT et l'autre ministre de l'enseignement secondaire. Pour croire qu'on va contacter les anglophones. Alors, et vous allez voir que, s'il vous plaît, Duval, c'est très important. Vous allez voir que même le poste de premier ministre qu'on donne aux anglophones, aujourd'hui, avec la conduite des affaires de l'État, avec la marginalisation du premier ministre actuel, le docteur Dion Ngouté, on se rend compte que le poste de premier ministre est un poste vide de toute substance. Deuxième cliché. Avant 1972, il y avait au Cameroun occidental une société hydroélectrique qu'on a trouvée, Powakam, avec des barrages hydroélectriques. Le référendum de 1972 a permis de dissoudre toutes les institutions du Cameroun anglophone. Vous avez fermé Powakam.
On a pris le groupe électrique.
Aujourd'hui, s'il vous plaît, aujourd'hui, vous avez construit le barrage de Mekine, le barrage de Memvele, le barrage de Nachigal, le barrage de Lompanga. Avant ça, il y avait Sonlolo. Il y avait le barrage de Lardo. Quel barrage en 50 ans vous avez construit dans la zone anglophone, ayant supprimé l'unique barrage qu'il y avait là-bas avant la réunification? Alors, vous comprenez que, et troisième cliché, et dernier cliché du Val, prenez les routes. Prenez l'axe Loum-Kumba, 43 km. Un axe vital pour relier les anglophones et les francophones. Loum-Kumba, 43 km. 50 ans. Prenez Bafoussam-Bamenda, 70 km. 50 ans, on l'a pas construit. Prenez Bamenda-Bengui, c'est l'ancien président Salomon Tanten Mouna, 43 km, 50 ans. Prenez Kumba et Kondo Titi, chez le premier ministre actuel, 50 ans. Prenez la Rim Road, 50 ans. Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait pour que les anglophones sentent que nous avons rejoint nos frères francophones? Et on puise le pétrole à Limbé. Mais regardez ce qui se passe. On a mis les pipelines pour que le pétrole qui est pompé à Limbé soit acheminé au port de Douala et mis dans les bateaux pour éviter de créer un port en eau profonde à Limbé. Depuis 20 ans.
This is a reality. Lompanga, Memvele, Mekin, all those dams, they are artificial dams that were created. We had our power camp. We had, even the Menchum Fall is there, natural. Menchum Fall is natural. That can generate electricity for the whole of West Africa. Menchum Fall, experts have proven that. But they will never do anything as such because they know that one day, they will go. These people are not with us. One day they will go. That's why they keep on calling.
Are you understanding? I want you guys to reason. I mean, this is crazy. Okay? This brother is an activist. And I know young people like this, I've listened to a little bit about what he's saying. It indicates that he's a young person that really wants change. He questions even the authorities of the Ambazonia. He really wants change. And if you get to watch this video, brother, this is the time for you to start thinking critically, reasoning, understanding what you even say. Is important for our transformation. It is important for the future of our children. You are saying that they don't want to develop our dams because they know that we will go. I want to ask you a simple question. If you have a girlfriend that you know that no matter the investment you make in her, she has another boy on the side that she's going to leave you someday for that boy, will you keep investing in that girl? You will not, because you know she's going to go. So when you have presented yourself as someone that will not stay, don't complain when people don't invest in you, because they answer their own questions. But the problem is the laxity in the mind to reason even what you are saying. When you show people that you're here to stay, they invest in you. But when you show people that you are here to take and go, or you're here, but if something gets better on your side, you're going to leave. Even if you have that kind of friend around you, would you like to keep them? If you have friends that think that they will leave you someday, and if they find the slightest opportunity, they will walk away from you, would you want to invest in them? This is the heart of the Anglophone problem, guys. The truth is our people know it, but somehow they are blind to even see or hear what they even say for themselves. He is just repeating that they know that we will go. He said that. Rewind this video and listen to what he's saying. This idea of we will go has been existing for more than 60 years, and this is why English-speaking Cameroon has been left behind, because of people spreading all these ideas of going, not staying. When you choose to stay, they treat you different. When you are someone that wants to go, they will treat you different. Do you guys understand? If this French man was an English man saying the things that he is saying on the opposite, we would have called him a blackleg. But this is somebody from the French side challenging the status quo. And you present it to say, this is a problem we are dealing with. The Francophone man understands that. He does not dispute the fact that we didn't come together. Some of you think we never came together. So you are affirming that he is saying that we came together, and you agree that he is saying what he's saying is true. Right? You agree that what he's saying is true. So we did actually come together. Tell your people this history. If this is how we fight in the union, we'll be strong. The Francophone man fighting for us like that, and we fight for the Francophones. Together we bond. We are always fighting for ourselves, our problems. Imagine that we even set things that are going wrong in the Francophone zone and help the people gain clarity. Not saying it because we want to prove that they cannot help us, but saying it with the idea that we want to see it better and we feel from them. We hope that it changes. If this was an Anglophone, according to you watching this, he's a blackleg. That's exactly the position that I have in this case, and some people label me blacklegs because I don't come here to defend every idea that the Anglophone people are coming up with. Are you understanding? But this guy, what he said from the Francophone side made you feel better. That is how we build relationships. That is how we challenge the status quo. That is how we approach problems. I want you now to go put up a video and say something that is going wrong in the Francophone side and have empathy towards them. And that is how we start building a union. A lot has happened, but let's set aside our differences and start fighting for each other. Just like you put up his video, get a video from the other side and talk about some problems. The Francophone side is not all that perfect. They're not having a good time over there. There are some struggles there. There are some roads that needs to be constructed over there. That is how we build. When you come into a relationship with the mindset of living, don't be surprised if you're treated poorly. I had said this, and I'm glad that you put up this video and said it with your mouth. You said it with yourself, that they know that we will go. Someday, these people are not with us, and one day, we will go. This is English-speaking Cameroonians. This is the cause of your problem. This is the reason why we have been in pain for all these years, because of people spreading these ideas that they have indoctrinated young folks like this, and they keep spreading this kind of ideas. This is why we have been in pain. That's why you grew up in Bamenda suffering. That's why you grew up in Southwest suffering. That is why you didn't have equal opportunities in that nation. That is why you didn't have equal opportunities when it comes to jobs. Why? Because the idea of us going has been around, and the president knows it. So guess what? Let's not invest. Let's try to create something from this side so that tomorrow, if they come up with this kind of ideas, we will not be left behind. This is the cause of our problem. If our leaders always said, no matter what, we are here to stay, and that is what makes marriage work, that for better or for worse, we are together. When you show that towards your spouse, the energy in that relationship changes. No matter the conflict, you guys try to resolve it. This is the cause of our problem. And I'm glad that I saw this video. So that is why we are struggling. Let's change this energy. Let's change this strategy. Some of us are looking into the books right now to find the next reason why we want to leave, the next strategy. Or maybe it might be going to look at the Funchas government, or maybe it is going to look at some loopholes in the legal system. This energy of separation has to go. Our relationship with French-speaking Cameroonians will change if this energy goes. Some of them are mad. They are valid. It's true. Some of these problems that they have outlined do exist. You think the president doesn't know about it? He knows. But some of these leaders don't understand why they are not investing in the English side, and it's because the people of the English side has the mindset to go. They are not here to stay. And so if you establish a dam in Limbe or establish a seaport in Limbe, and these people decide to break away, the whole nation is going to be stuck. If you establish the power calm and these people get mad, they will cut electricity and the whole nation will suffer because they have a mindset to go. Any little action, they look at it with suspicion. They look at it like this is something that is an attack on us and we should be looking for a way to leave immediately.
They started calling us les Biafrais. They call us les Bamenda. They call us les Ambazoniens. Now, the name Ambazonia has come to stay.
We've heard about the resolution of 1608 for a very long time. And like I said today, we are going to look at our history briefly. I've talked about how we came together in 1961. And prior to that, French-speaking Cameroonians had their independence on the 1st of January, 1960. We had a plebiscite in 1961. 11th of February 1961, we had plebiscite. So when you are going out to march, that is celebrating the day that we made the decision to join French-speaking Cameroonians. Do you understand what I'm saying? So briefly, that is the evolution of our history. And one thing I want you guys to understand is when that result came out, we decided to join our French-speaking brothers through a plebiscite. There is more to talk about that, but one thing I want you to understand today is that there are many nations that came together without signing union treaties, because one of the things that have been emphasized is, we don't have a union treaty. And the question you should be asking yourself, and this is how I solve every problem, is to ask, is there any other nation on earth that is experiencing what we are going through, that has gone through what we are going through, and how did they handle it? Because that is why we live in a war, right? You can look at other people's stories and be able to draw inspiration from that, right? The Bible is the same thing. You can look at the lives of individuals and be able to draw inspiration from their lives, right? So there are examples of nations that came together without signing union treaties. If what you hold so strong as a loophole to separate, because I know all of these are strategies and techniques and logic to find a loophole to secede, to not commit. So I did my research and I realized that there are many nations around the world that have come together without signing union treaties. So union treaties is not what you really have to hold so strong as a reason why you want to secede. since you don't have union treaties, do you want to sign it now and join, or you want to use that as a loophole to leave? You understand what I'm saying? The mindset is the same. Since we don't have a union treaty, do you want to sign one to stay, or do you want to move? You see the thinking? Now, Vietnam, that is the north and south of Vietnam. These people came together and they didn't have a union treaty, but they found a way to live together. Vietnam. North and South Korea came together without a union treaty. So there are many nations that have come together, found a way to live together without a union treaty. The UAE was formed in 1971 and they came together without signing a union treaty. Another nation that came together is Nepal. Nepal was formed by different groups of people, just like us. But they came together and they figured out a way to live together without signing a union treaty. So I just thought I'd throw that out there because why? There are other nations that have gone through what we are going through. There are other nations that are living together without signing union treaties, and we are not an exemption. So when you look at your case as so special, so different, so abstract, because this is what happens. Because if I know that the problem that I'm going through, someone else has gone through that problem, I should be able to draw inspiration and make peace. But since the idea is separation, if you hear our leaders, throughout this entire movement, they've been looking for one loophole or another, one story or another to just say, oh, let's go. You understand what I'm saying? And that is the issue that we are dealing with. All right. If you like this video, you're going to like this other episode, and you can watch it by clicking right here.